The movie LongLegs came out this year in 2024. This is about an FBI detective basically trying to figure out and investigate these murders by this person that goes by the name of LongLegs that have been spanning several decades. And she figures out that these murders end up going back to her past quite a lot. Like this goes back insanely, like, to her past and everything. And now, I think one of the main reasons for this movie's success is mainly two things. A, word of mouth, because I think a lot of people went to go see it because they heard that this isn't just your basic bad horror movie. Because this movie is actually really good. And two, I think Nicolas Cage's performance is one of the main reasons why the serial killer is so perfectly terrifying in this movie. Because at first, you kind of only see little bits of him. You only see little bits of him. You only hear little bits of him. And when you do, it just makes it even more terrifying and even more mysterious. And now they don't cling on to that the whole movie, because then you start to see more of him, and then it gets slightly less terrifying. But I think this Nicolas Cage can basically be extremely silly, but he can also play a serial killer. It's insane, the range of Nicolas Cage, and I think that this movie kind of shows that. And honestly, if I didn't know beforehand that Nicolas Cage was in the movie, I would have had no idea that was him, because you can tell that they put on a lot of prosthetics to make him look a little bit different. Like, it's just this pale guy with, like, long hair. If you look at him at, like, face value, you can't tell it's him. But still, it's extremely creepy, and then he learns Nicolas Cage, and it just kind of adds to it. And that was like a whole minute talking about Nicolas Cage. Anyhow, so this investigation ends up leading her that, like, okay, my mother was in on it because she was going to be killed, but then she was like, LongLegs, hear me out. I will work for you if you keep me and my daughter safe. Mainly my daughter, though, you know? And he's like, okay. And then basically she helped in the murders that LongLegs committed. Yes, it is a horror movie, but I also think it is very effective as being a psychological thriller, and I think that's its main strength. Mainly because no matter what's happening, shot for shot, it knows how it wants you to feel, whether that's claustrophobic or just however really creeped out, kind of like an eerie feeling. It knows how to control that emotion 100% of the time by the way it's shot, and it is masterful. Like, the cinematography, it is just amazing on the eyes, and I think that's probably my most favorite part of the movie, is just the beautiful cinematography and how it's mainly effective at making horror, and I wish more movies use that to their advantage. But still, LongLegs does, and that's a really good thing. I think that's one of the main strengths of this movie, is that it knows what to make you feel sequence to sequence to create the perfect experience for the horror movie. And I think that's one of its main strengths. And yeah, so that is basically LongLegs. I definitely think it is like one of the best newer horror movies. Like, this is probably like the best horror movie of 2024 as far back as I can remember. Yeah, so this one is definitely different. I really did enjoy it. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.